Hi, Virgo Sun and Rising. Welcome to your November 2022 Astro Update. It's Raina here. This is really interesting when I was looking at what's going on for you because it's interesting because there's a lot of Sag energy and there's also the Lunar Eclipse in Taurus, which is a fellow earth sign to you, but it's in your ninth house, and that's Sagittarius domain. So that Sagittarius energy is affecting you from different fronts. And then you have Jupiter going direct, and Jupiter is associated with, is the ruler of Sag. So that is going to be in your opposite sign of Pisces. So the first thing that I would say is some of you may be involved with somebody from a foreign country. And of course, I live in the United States, so uh, anything outside of the United States is a foreign country. You might think of the United States as a foreign country. But that eclipse that I think is very powerful at 16 degrees of Taurus is forming a conjunction with Uranus, which is retrograding at that time. So that is really, the area, the ninth house that this is falling in is in part about long distance travel. But I wouldn't be surprised if this eclipse has more of a spiritual effect than anything else. Remember that you are an earth sign and you're also ruled by Mercury. So Virgo people tend to be cerebral. They tend to be brainy, but in a practical way. And when you're engaging with concepts like God and philosophy and things like that, it can be kind of hard for you to kind of buy into it because there's always going to be this little skeptical part maybe of yourself. I have the moon in Virgo, and it's always like, and that's supposed to be intuitive, and it's like, is this really true? What is the, I don't necessarily require proof, in physical terms, but you might. And you just are geared towards not just accepting everything that you hear, but analyzing it. And sometimes that analysis becomes overdone, and it can make you just cling to the mind and to the 3D world and not have any kind of belief that transcends that. And this could be something very dramatic in that regard, where you no longer have any doubt that there's something beyond the physical. And Uranus, I think, is associated with Kundalini. And if so, that could be like the Kundalini rising, which is a part of the spiritual awakening, you could say. It's an energy at the base of the spine. But sometimes people deliberately try to get their Kundalini to kind of rise, but some people, it just is a spontaneous event, and that's when you have like the Eckhart Tolles of the world, where they just have this kind of time where they're kind of out of it. I don't know if that's necessarily something that we should long for, but it does happen sometimes like that. So I also think there could be some kind of a breakthrough if you've been trying to take a trip, and maybe this is even moved to a new place, live in a new place. This might be the time when you're doing it, because everything is like, this is a sense of release. But sometimes when somebody wants something really badly, it creates resistance because they're pushing against it. And this could be maybe you surrender to, okay, if I can't go, I can't go, and then you are able to go. So something with your belief system may just radically shift. And again, it could be accompanied by an experience that you have that kind of cements it. And then we have this Sagittarius energy coming in. Venus going into Sag on the 16th, Mercury the next day on the 17th, the Sun on the 22nd, and then the new moon at 1 degree on the 23rd. So this is all concentrated in that fourth house of home and family. And because of that, there could even be money that is made available for you to purchase a home or to get your dream apartment if it's more money than you're used to paying, or if you need a security deposit or 2 month security and you didn't have it. But there's really this is also the house of the mother, so you might be getting money through her. But there's also a new relationship that, like on the 23rd, there could be a new circumstance with your mom and you. Mercury could be communication in that regard, or signing a document if it's a new house. So a lot of domestic things. And it's so funny because it's so different than that ninth house energy, which is very adventurous. And then on the 23rd, Jupiter goes direct. The same day as the new moon in your fourth house, you have Jupiter going direct in your seventh house of committed partnership. Now, this is also the house of legal affairs. So there might have been something, and maybe this is connected to it. And even eighth house matters. What is your eighth house? Your eighth house is Aries. Okay, well, we just had a full moon here in Aries, and there are going to be eclipses in Aries, solar eclipses in next March and April. So this is other people's money. So inheritance, if an inheritance came through, maybe on your mother's side of the family with the fourth house stuff, this could be kind of, it's like everything is starting to fall into place because there might have been a legal challenge or something that prevented it from working out. And this could even be through your partner too, because Jupiter is in the area of committed partnership, and maybe the Aries energy would be in that. Jupiter was in Aries too at one point, and it will go back into Aries too. Maybe at the end of this year. I can't remember when it goes back, but in any case, yeah, that's what I have for you. Very, very nice. Oh, what I was going to say too is that Neptune is in your seventh house. So sometimes when, and it's been hanging out here for a while. So if you got married or you moved in with somebody when Neptune was in that seventh house, maybe in the last 10 years, but you have to look at your chart specifically because they might differ. That could mean that you married somebody under false pretenses. They pretended to be something they're not. Maybe they lied to you about how much money they had, or that they didn't have any children, and you found out that they did, but something may have happened. You may have sued them, or also any kind of partnership, a business partnership. And this could indicate that things are starting to look up from that. Okay, Virgo, that's what I have for you. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, I'm promoting my package deal, double readings, an hour of chart analysis, hour of transits, called my deep dive reading. It's a significant discount. I think it's like $30 off. What would you pay if you bought both of those readings? And, having both of those readings makes a lot of sense because they're totally different things, And analyzing your chart is something that has to do with that always be, true for you. I mean, if you believe in astrology, I guess. There's my Virgo coming out. And the transits are for, transitory. They're temporary. What are the influences right now versus the permanent influences? So it's a great package deal. Let me put it that way. I think it's a great value. And then I have standalone readings. I have another package deal that's called the whole enchilada with the tarot and chart analysis or transits, whichever one you want. And I've got standalone readings, life path readings, and whatnot. You can check the link below for more details. Take care. Bye.